close to about 80 odd million jobs will be lost. But with new activities coming in the AI space, more than 90 million new jobs will be created. When AI comes in, we all know that our privacy is going to go. How do we protect that? When AI was tried to be implemented, they started implementing in sales and marketing. But unfortunately, it's been a big failure. Surprising results have actually come from back office operation. Most of us are known only to the agentic AI.
Correct.
Wait for the general intelligence to come and super intelligence to take over.
That's gonna take it to a completely different
level altogether.
Hello and welcome to another edition of TechCast. Our guest today is Khadir Pir Sharif, Chief Executive Officer at Gibraltar Technologies. Welcome, sir, to this conversation. So good to have you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me here.
It's my pleasure. Sir, can you tell us a little about Gibraltar Technologies and its foray into AI and what it does?
Gibraltar Technologies was formerly known as HCL Infosystems Middle East. This company has been there since 2000. So last year we celebrated 25 years of existence.
Right.
Some of the proud moments for us was we have employees since 2000.
All right.
25 years, and an average employee age is in the company is roughly about 16 years.
Oh, nice.
And when I was inviting our customers for the event, and I was telling the same thing to our customer, and actually the customer told me, we've been associated with Gibraltar for 25 years.
Right.
So the customers, there are some of customers who has been with us for 25 years as well.
Right.
So proud moment for an organization. Not only we completed Silver Jubilee, but employees with us for more than 25 years, customers with us for 25 years. So that's at the Gibraltar Technologies. Having said that, we've been in the IT space primarily, and as HCL Infosystems, known for the top three IT firm in India. We've continued to carry the legacy of HCL, and we've continued to serve all the customers that they had before. We're proud to say that most of the government organizations, we serve them. Lots of banks, insurance companies, we serve them. Some of the, we also say that the iconic projects that Dubai has, we would have contributed either in terms of technology or cybersecurity or AI related that. AI is something that every organization adapt to.
Right.
And as an IT organization, we also decided to, jump into the AI bandwagon. And we have a partnership with another organization from India, which is called Novak GT, which is part of the $32 billion Shriram Group. We have a 50-50 JV with them, and it's called Novak GT.
Right.
So Novak GT and Gibraltar Technologies, which is GT actually, have done some excellent offerings on the AI space. And I would like to speak about two AI offerings that we did in the last 2 months.
Right.
So the first one is Durgai. Okay, so she was the AI MC for the Republic Day celebrations at the Indian Embassy.
Great.
So basically what she did is to welcome all the ambassadors and the guests who attended the event, and she MC'd the event.
Right.
This was one of the kind where an AI sort of doing managing the IT, entertaining the guest and informing what are the events that's going to come. So that's the first time that Durgai was launched in the event at Republic Day.
Right.
The second one was a historic moment for us. We have our AI called Malaika. Malaika in Arabic means angel.
Right.
So we wanted the AI in Earth to speak to the scientist in the space. So that was the first time ever a two-way communication between the scientist in the space and AI in world was happening. So we established that communication between the space station and UAE.
Right.
And the scientist had to call and ask a few questions. an interesting conversation both the AI and scientist had. The scientist was asked by AI, "Are you a good human?"
Oh, okay.
Okay, and the scientist wanted to know what should he do to be a good astronaut. So the conversation was pretty
Nice.
interesting, and but that's again a historic moment for us in the AI field, because communicating the communications between Earth and the space, and then was actually a very tough thing to do. And then both the AI and the scientists talking in their language was an achievement which we are very proud of.
Absolutely. I mean, those are major strides in AI, and it's glad to see. I mean, it's that the company has gone forward so much in such a short space of time. Now, talking of AI, we know that organizations are all experimenting with AI and doing a lot of projects with AI. Now, what separates pilot initiatives from AI initiatives that actually deliver business value?
Or in the last so many years, whether it's a meeting or a conference or anything that we do, the word that we use is AI.
Right.
But if I may ask, when do you think this word AI was coined? Would you know?
No, I
Okay.
wouldn't.
So AI was coined by a few scientists from Dartmouth College,
Right.
US, in 1955.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it's almost about 70 years that this
Right.
word is there. Okay. But
Right.
we're talking about it now. But if you ask me personally, AI is much before that.
Right.
Have you heard of Leonardo da Vinci?
Yes, absolutely.
He's famous for?
Mona Lisa.
Excellent. Okay. He's also famous for another one called Leonardo's Robo.
Robo, yes.
So that was the actual humanoid, obviously mechanical at those times, mechanical humanoid that was done, which is an artificial intelligence. Okay.
Right.
So humans started thinking about artificial intelligence much, much earlier. That's 531 years back. We had this humanoid robot by Leonardo da Vinci. Okay. But now we are adapting AI to the fullest. Okay.
Right.
But for those people who know AI, but I just want to touch upon the various things that are there in AI. All of us today use AI, whether it's ChatGPT or Gemini or a Croc.
Right.
This AI is called generative AI. Basically, you come, ask questions, it's going to generate some answers or stuff that to you there.
Right.
So that's generative AI, which is the fundamental, and all of us started using that. Then what happens here is, most of the organizations, they have something called agentic AI. Now, what does agentic AI do? It's like our agent, which does all your mundane jobs and helps you perform tasks much better there. So that's the agentic AI, which is like our coworker that's happening there. But the coworker needs to become a little more human. And what happens, how do you make him a human, is basically to bring the cognitive sense to him. Okay.
Right.
If you actually bring cognitive sense to the AI, it becomes AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. So now an agent now becomes a human. He becomes as close to as a human.
Right.
So that's called AGI.
Right.
But what AI can also do is it can do things much better than humans. Okay.
Right.
Combine the hardware, which is quantum computing, with the artificial general intelligence. What you have is ASI, artificial super intelligence. Now, that's something that things can be done which humans cannot do also. So these are the various things. At this point in time, the organizations are doing research in ASI. So we are there. So very soon we will see a lot more flavors of AI coming in there. But we have to look at how AI gets mapped to the industries that we talk about.
Right.
So we'll split the industries into two types. One is the startups. If you look at startups, what happens? Startups are the ones which will have a product. So they'll have a product team, and then they will have a sales team, and they will have a delivery team. But if you look at established organization or an enterprise,
Right.
what they'll have a product, then they'll have a manufacturing team,
Right.
and within manufacturing, they'll have a procurement team, they have a supply chain team, they have a quality team.
Right.
When you come to sales, they have a pre-sales, post-sales, customer service, all those activities coming in.
Right.
Customer service takes the feedback, pushes on to the R&D team, and then they go in there.
Right.
Now that you have so many people, you need to have a HR team for that. Now that you've
Absolutely.
got an HR team, what you need to have a legal team, compliance
Right.
team. So the functions keep going
The
in
whole
there.
ecosystem needs to be in place.
Absolutely. So where does AI fit in for startups? For startups who actually want to build more functions or more processes,
Right.
they can actually touch upon AI, the agentic AI that we
Right.
spoke about, and they don't have to build more teams. But the AI themselves can actually do your customer service, can do your sales, can do all the back office functions that it can do. So for startups, if you need to scale, this is exactly what happens there.
Right.
But for enterprise, what happens? You always look at process efficiencies. You always look at cost optimization, revenue growth that needs to done, and all the data that you need to have should be, giving
Right.
you better decision-making capabilities. And that's where they use AI functionalities into them there.
Right.
So if you look at it, Gartner did a study and they divided companies, which is 100 million less, and then $5 billion plus companies, revenue wise.
Right.
Close to about 50% of the companies which are in the $5 billion plus have already started using AI.
Right.
Okay. About 30% of the companies below 100 million are using that in various functions there. Okay, so the larger companies are actually utilizing AI to look at those points like efficiencies and decision-making capabilities there. I can explain that with example. If you look at Walmart, what they did is they have employed AI and they're the world's largest retailer, and
Right.
one of the factors that cost factors that they have is the truck operations and things like
Right.
that. So they actually implemented AI in that truck operation function, and
Right.
their saving is about 7.5 million US dollars on a yearly basis.
Right.
Now, not only that, it also saved about 70 million. It cut carbon emissions there.
Right.
This is a clear example where efficiency and profitability also came in there. Similarly, if you look at BMW, what BMW did was to bring in the computer vision,
Right.
in their assembly line plan. And what they did is to see how they can look at defects being identified on the way that they do it. So
Right.
they were able to identify 60% of the defects before it can go to the end line, and the faster rollout started happening. So these are the functions that large organizations use to ensure that AI is giving them business
Right.
returns onto them there.
Absolutely. Now, where do you see the most immediate ROI for AI today? Is it operations, customer experience, or decision making?
One of the immediate stuff most organizations do, is to look at functions that can actually give you tangible results.
Right.
So what happened was when AI was tried to be implemented, they started implementing in sales and marketing.
Okay.
Okay, so close to about 70% of all the implementation that has been done was in sales and marketing. But unfortunately, it's been a big failure. Imagine yourself that someone calls you, which is a bot calls you and tries to sell you a credit card, and it tells you, I didn't understand. Please repeat that again.
Right.
Can you say this thing again? So there are a lot of challenges. The customer experience has not been there
Right.
in terms of that, but unfortunately, a lot of money flew in there. But surprising results have actually come from back office operation. So if you look at it, the POCs has been done in multiple functions of organization, and results have been excellent in the customer service related functions. So since 2017, we've seen organizations trying to deploy AI. What they've tried to do is to deploy AI in multiple functions that they could do. So, as I said, the first function that actually took AI was technology. IT themselves actually started deploying AI for them. The next, obviously, was sales and marketing within our organization. After that, you also had the customer back office services that comes in there. Then comes the manufacturing plan, procurement, supply chain, HR. These are the various functions which started deploying AI at that level there. And also, if you see the type of organizations which deployed this are, again, IT leads the pack. IT companies deploy more of AI solutions, automated coding, deployment, cybersecurity, DevOps. These are all automated at this point in time. So they use automation to the maximum level there. Healthcare is another industry which does a lot of AI deployment and their functions there. And media is another industry that we see that they are deploying. Insurance is another industry that they are deploying. Then comes manufacturing, finance, and things like that. So if you actually look at IT within the organization, IT as an organization, they are deploying AI there. And what are those functions which got benefited out of that? Okay. So the first function obviously was the IT function that got benefited out of that. The second one who was benefited out of this AI was customer satisfaction. So anything that you put process efficiencies around that, customer becomes very happy. So customer efficiency became the second one that benefited out of it. Third one was employee satisfaction. Employees were also getting benefited out of all the automation that comes in there. The fourth function that came is on the cost. You looked at reducing a lot of cost related activities. So cost became another function that benefited, and hence profitability also became another one that came in there. So these are the functions which actually got benefited within an organization based on that. It is also interesting to know while they got benefited, what is the end result out of it? Okay. And if we all thought that some efficiencies will come, decision making becomes faster. But one of the key things that came out of this entire AI implementation is innovation.
Absolutely.
Most of the organizations started innovating themselves when they started deploying these automated AI related tools into that. So these are the various companies, various functions, and how they deploy. But the final result that came out of that was innovation and taking us to the next steps there.
Absolutely. It's a very interesting space. It's a very dynamic, evolving space, AI, and the way industries or way functions are deploying it is just mind-boggling, actually.
Like I said, most of us are known only to the agentic AI.
Correct.
Wait for the general intelligence to come and super intelligence to take over.
So that's gonna take it to a completely different level
altogether.
We'll have to wait and watch how that
absolutely
unfolds,
and it will happen in our lifetime itself.
Right.
Yes.
Interesting. Now, we talked about ROI and use cases. Now, what are some of the challenges that enterprises face when trying to scale AI, basically beyond proof of concept?
AI was always, is no more a hype. We just spoke about it.
Right.
It's actually come to the boardroom, and after the boardroom, different functions started deploying it there.
Right.
As long as when AI was deployed within the functions, we would want to call it a proof of concept or the functional thing, it was delivering results.
Right.
But then, when you started integrating the AI across the organization, 95% of all the proof of concept failed. Okay.
Right.
remember, we always talk about the tip of the iceberg, right?
Right.
So you got excited about how AI and things like that.
Absolutely.
So it's the tip of the iceberg. And if
Right.
you see the tip of the iceberg, imagine that is the AI. We are in a big ship and seeing the tip of the iceberg, oh, there is AI. It's beautiful and things like that. Okay. But then you go down, which is the
Deeper
larger
into-
part, the deeper part. The first problem that we will have as you go in is the data are not integrated. So
Right.
each department has their own way. They're not even integrated together.
Right.
Okay. The other thing is the systems that we have done, most of them are legacy systems. Okay. So you have legacy systems, data problems, integration issues there. So if you're trying to create an AI on top of that, it's going to fail. And I would like to talk about some of the examples and experiences that happen.
Right.
We spoke about, BMW, where they actually made a good revenue profitability based on a function, computer vision on the industry line. We have their competition, Volkswagen,
Right.
and they started something called Career. And this was started in 2020 with a grand vision that they're going to automate all the 12 Volkswagen brands, okay, and bring in autonomous operation driving system for all of them. Now, each of them had their different legacy systems. They were not integrated. At the end of 5 years, they had 20 million lines of codes, which had all the bugs potentially. Okay. 7.5 billion US dollar wasted. 1,600 people lost their jobs. Porsche Macan Electric did not come at the right time. Audi E6 e-tron came 1 year later. So this was one of the biggest disaster in the AI world. About 7.5 billion US dollars gone into the waste. Similarly, we spoke about the retail giant Walmart. Similarly, there's Taco Bell. Taco Bell, what they try to do across their 500 stores, they put a AI bot, and people like us have to, order, right?
Right.
So one fellow ordered, I want 18,000 cups of water.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
The system crashed. The
Yeah,
system crashed.
I mean,
He didn't know what to
obviously.
do. Okay.
Right.
So also the other way, it was trying to tell, do you want more juice? Do you want more of this? It was trying to actually oversell,
Right.
because its fundamental KRA is to sell more,
Right.
and the guy is in a hurry and he wants to do it. So the experience of the sale did not happen well there. So some of the lessons that we've learned here is, so far it has to be for the AI implementation, you need to start small. The Big Bang approach has not worked
Right.
at all there. Okay. And also what happens is, since the data is not integrated, what it will also happen is it gives you a bias answer or hallucinated. Google had this problem much earlier. So someone asked them a recipe for pizza.
Right.
And the fundamental part of the AI there was to give them a faster answer.
Right.
Okay, not a logical
Not
answer, but a
logical.
faster answer. So what it did is it figured out that there was a joke in Reddit where it says that if you can use a non-toxic glue, the pizza cheese will stick into it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh
So
my
the
goodness.
recipe for pizza on a faster method from the AI was this.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay.
So, these are some of the things that we need to
Right.
work on, that how can we differentiate between faster versus logical?
Right.
How can we manage people like us who's going to order 18,000 cups of water?
Right.
Okay. So there's a lot of human interaction still
Correct.
required onto that.
Correct.
So the AI implementation, the challenges that we face there are many technical challenges, but a high level, I think we need to start slow, start at a pilot, and
Right.
then grow over it, not
Correct.
a big bang approach on that.
Absolutely. Better human AI coordination. I think,
Absolutely.
needs to
It's
the
still-
rough edges need to be smoothened out, I think.
Absolutely. It needs to be done there.
Right. Now, we've spoken about all of that. Let's come to the other side of it, which is ethics and governance. Now, how should businesses think about ethics and governance, especially as AI becomes more embedded?
The governance has been there for quite some time.
Right.
Let's start from Industrial Revolution. Okay.
Right.
And when Industrial Revolution was there, some of the governance points were on financial part of
Right.
it.
Right.
And that's where audit related stuff came into play.
Right.
Then, we moved into globalization. And when we went to globalization, we wanted to look at CSR, ESG as some of the activities that would govern
Right.
the globalization part of it. But now we are in the digital era. Okay. And obviously, this is a very, very important component, and ethics is becoming a standard of governance that we need to look at into AI
Right.
there.
Right.
There is a survey done by Business Risk Index.
Right.
Now, what they did, so far they were trying to identify what are the risk factors involved in any business.
Right.
And most of the time it used to be the economic factors and also our tariff by our
Right.
favorite president that
Right.
comes in there. But in the last 2 quarters, more than 60% of weightage has been given to IT or the AI.
Right.
So technology, they feel, is at risk now, whether it is related to cybersecurity or ethics related thing. So the governance becomes a very, very important criteria in AI, which is being focused on. But unfortunately, on the large organizations which do it, only 30% of the organizations look at these type of governance factors on IT related stuff there.
Right.
But the ecosystem, if you look at it, whether industry standards or countries or organization, they've actually been ready for this. I would like to read a few pointers, whether it is UNESCO recommendation, they are on ethics.
Right.
IEEE, they have set standards for the ethics committee there.
Right. Right.
Then the International Telecommunications Union, they have actually
ITU.
put ITU. They have also put some standards for all these AI governance and ethics there. So the organizations that leads in terms of setting up standards, they have actually put their format in standards related to it. What's heartening also to see, the companies which follow also brings in them. Whether it is Microsoft, they have something called Responsible AI Council. If you look at IBM and Google, they both have their AI ethics committee there.
Right.
So the large organizations which is continuously using AI in that thing, they put their AI ethics committee in place there.
Right.
But what's very comforting is the countries, they themselves have actually put these standards. So I'll read them. If you look at it, Saudi Data and AI Authority, SDAIA.
Right.
Saudi has already put a governance framework for
In
that.
place.
China is called China's New Generation Artificial Intelligence Plan.
Right.
NIST, which is the United States Risk Management Framework.
Right.
India has the National Strategy for Artificial Intelligence.
Right.
Australia has 8 AI ethics principles. Singapore has the National AI Strategy 2.0.
Right.
European Union has AI Act. The United Arab Emirates has issued a charter for the use of artificial intelligence. So if you look at most of the countries, they've actually given some charters or framework which the organizations and everyone needs to follow into it. So it's the ecosystem is actually ready in terms of following the ethics and compliance related to it.
Right.
But if you ask me at a personal level, what these things should cover is the human rights.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So what's happening here when AI comes in, we all know that our privacy is going to go. Okay.
Right.
Our data is taken there. Okay.
Right.
How do we protect that? So I think the ecosystem is working on it. So the ethics committee is working to protect the human rights related to that as well.
Right. It shows that AI and humans can never be apart. However much AI grows, humans have to grow with them because they can never really be completely separate. You have to. There will be some human element in it. So
of course, I always say this. Okay, what is better, hey hi or AI? Both has a
Absolutely,
AI.
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, this is a looking ahead question. We've spoken all about AI and what it is now and what it was before. Now, based on your studies and research, looking ahead, what do you think AI mature organizations will be like in the next coming years, let's say 2 to 3 years or 5 years?
When everyone talks about AI ahead, the first thing that people want to know is, are these jobs going to be there?
Right.
Right?
Right.
I don't think there would be any receptionists. I don't think there'll be proofreaders from your industry. Okay.
Right.
Even drivers, truck
Right.
drivers,
Yeah, now we have driverless cars anyway. So,
Absolutely. So there are a lot of these jobs that are going to go there. Okay.
Right.
So that's one thing that we're going to talk about in the next few years, what happens when AI comes in there.
Right.
But if you look at AI is going to be in our life. AI will be in our life invisibly. Okay, seamlessly integrated.
Right.
If you look at it, the power that gets generated will be driven by AI. Okay.
Right.
The all the appliances that you use in your home today,
Right.
whether it's the home automation system or the fridge, they all be AI driven them.
Right.
So you are involved in the world of AI without even you knowing it, and AI is invisibly will be there in your life there in the next so many years
Right.
there.
Right.
We will also see the rise of robotic machines. Okay, what you will see is that Hyundai has already
Right.
started using robo for their manufacturing plant there.
Right.
So you could actually see them sitting next to you. Okay, maybe you'll be sipping that coffee, but they'll be working there. Okay,
Correct.
you might have a maid servant at home, which could be a robot there. So the
Right.
rise of robotics will also be seen there in the next few years that we see there.
Right.
I spoke about artificial general intelligence. So what will happen here is the AI will now become smarter. Right now, what we're doing is to do things faster.
Right.
But AI will start doing things much
Smarter.
smarter. So these are some of the changes that we will see them. But as we see AI coming more deep into it, okay, ethics will always be a challenging thing. So
question.
that's something that we'll have to look into it.
Correct.
So coming back to that, in the so many years, will AI help us or heal us? Okay.
Yeah.
So with the data points as that close to about 80 odd million jobs will be lost. But with new activities coming in the AI space, more than 90 million new jobs will be created.
Right.
So we need to get ready for that. AI is already contributing close to about incremental, about $13 trillion in the next so many years.
Right.
$13 trillion in the global economy. Which means, your GDP will grow by about 1.25% year on year. Just AI alone is
Right,
contributing
which
that.
is-
That's why, more jobs and everything is going to come.
Right.
And what it also means is that we will have definitely a better healthcare,
Right.
better education,
Absolutely.
better lifestyle.
Right.
So AI is definitely going to help us and not fight against us. So AI is going to stay and it will help us for a longer time.
A better world, a smarter
It
world.
is a better world. It is a smarter world because of AI there.
We just have to wait for the seamless integration between humans and AI. I think that's the only.
It is happening.
Yeah, it is happening, and that's the only sore point right now. I think. I mean, the fact that AI is going to make our lives better is no doubt. We just have to seamlessly integrate the rhythm between the humans. And
We've already been, like I used to say, today, if you have to travel somewhere, you just put Google Maps and then see
Right,
where's the traffic
right,
and things
right,
like that. It's
right.
it's helping you.
Correct.
Your calendars. I'm not too sure how long you're going to write emails.
Yeah,
They're all
absolutely.
written on
It's
their
also-
own them. So
Correct.
your work, your day-to-day job, everything, your mundane activity at an individual level is taken care.
Correct.
It's
Absolutely.
already helping you there.
Absolutely.
It's going to help you more in the factors like I mentioned in the health space,
Right.
especially in climate control. With a lot more data points that is coming in there,
Right.
we can actually control the climate and ensure that crops are are
Right.
done better and things like that.
Correct.
So there's a better lifestyle, better health style. It's going to be definitely good for us.
Absolutely. I mean, it's wonderful to see the potential that AI is heralding, and the way companies are experimenting with AI, the strides being taken. And we had a very interesting conversation about everything about. I mean, like it was a very seamless conversation. So thank you so much for the valuable insights and for taking the time
Oh,
to be
it's
a
such a
part of
pleasure.
TechCast.
Such a pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting me
Thank you
again.
very much.
Look forward for more conversations.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.